I'm excited to get the show started. Hey guys, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV, and I'd love to get the pre-pre show going. If anybody would like to get checked in to the BeaconNet tonight, we're taking early check-ins. We will be for another, 7 minutes or so, and my phone went off. My apologies. If you'd like to check in to the BeaconNet pre-pre, come ahead with your call sign and name. We'd love to hear from you.
November 10th.
That was a pre-show.
AD Dave.
Pre-show starts at 9:30.
Ohio.
Our time.
I'll pre-pre.
Kenny SLG.
Checking in.
A little bit of a pile up there, guys. Sorry about that. I got a NT8D or something to that regard there. A couple of people. If you're an NT8, come back to me, brother.
Good, brother. NTAD Dave. Copley, Ohio. Neighbor of Just Nick. I'll pre-pre with you.
Heck yeah. Love it. Love the attitude. We got, let's see who we got. We'll start at the top there. We got Dustin in the house, Katie at EPC. Just Nick, who just pulled the curtain back for me, Katie at SLG. We got Brian in there, KF8 Golf. What's up, Brian? Ray. Oh, different Ray. AB8MO. Nope. We'll get that fixed here in a second. We got Ray in there, K5CFY. That AB8MO is Andy. My bad, brother. We got Dave on the list here, NT8D, and Adam on the list, KF8ETU. Tom in there, K-Alpha-8-MNT. Anybody else want to get on the list there? I see you in there, Andy. Sorry about that. We'll get you fixed. Anybody else like to check in? Go ahead with your call sign. If I missed you, my bad. It's kind of hairy when they start stacking up like that. Come ahead with your call sign and name. We'll get you on the list.
Ready? 12 Mike. Matt and Lorraine. What's up, Ryan?
Kilo Zulu 8, Bravo Lima Delta, Brian, Canal Fulton, Ohio. On the HT, I'll be in and out. KZ8BLD.
All right, we got you in and out, brother. There's a station there that was really digging out. You were in and out, real scratchy, brother. Out there in Lorraine. You can try again, or get yourself to a little better spot and try again. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV, looking for that station from Lorraine.
Kilo. Try 8. Mike. Matt, Lorraine. What's up, Brian?
Hello to you, Matt. We got you on there. KF8 Golf, Mike. Appreciate you checking in, brother. Let's see. Brian was in and out. KZ8BLD. We got Jeremy in there. Kilo Echo 8 Zulu Romeo Yankee. Got you on the list, brother. If I missed you or you want to check into the BeaconNet pre show, got about 3 minutes. We'll get you on the list.
Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Kilo Papa. And Brian, down here in Shelby, Ohio. I'm just going to be in and out because I'm fighting a head cold and I'm losing my voice.
Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha Indians WB4 AIZ. Show me in and out. In and out.
All right, let's hang on right for just a second. We got you, Brian, KC8YKP. And we got WB4AIZ in and out. And we picked up Taco Tim, it looks like maybe from the Blue Screen, Fang, Oklahoma. My neighbor just down the pike. What's up, Taco Tim? We got you on the list, brother. Anybody else out there want to get checked into the pre-show? Come ahead with your call sign and name.
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Zulu Romeo, KE8ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth, I'll be in and out.
Trot 8, Golf Hotel Alpha, KFHGHA, Andy in Uniontown, Hartville. I'll be hanging around for the show.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Julia Victor K6KJV, Kevin in Valley Springs, California, in and out, no traffic, God bless 73, and Maranatha. Oh, double D is Delta and Delta.
Maranatha, Rev Kev. Ryan, you got exactly 22 seconds before the announcement. Don't step on it.
Sorry about that, folks. A little technical difficulties. My bad. All right, let's start at the top there. After Taco Tim, we got Mike, WB8XO. On the list, we got Lucy. How you doing, Lucy?
KE8YUK. The gathering of
got Harry in and out.
The world will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
And we got Andy in there, KFAGHA. And Rev Kev was in and out, K6KJV. Maranatha, Rev Kev, you the man. All right, it's time, folks. TQST, I love saying that. It is Sunday, y'all. I'd like to welcome y'all to the BeaconNet pre-show. BeaconNet is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater. Beautiful this time of year, Doylestown, Ohio. 147.390, positive offset. PL tone of 114.0. Coming through to y'all from my shiny new Allstar Node on the Allstar Node number 48496. The world is upside down again. 2 Oklahomans and a Texan in the group tonight. We occupy bandwidth recreationally and light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsi time. This is the BeaconNet pre-show, where we have a half hour of RF fellowship. I'm here to take early check-ins and before I hand it off to not just Nick at Nite to manage this tornado in a tackle box that I've created. My apologies ahead of time. This is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through net control. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Charlie Victor. My personal is Ryan. Romeo Yankee Alpha November. I'll be your pre-net controller this fine Sunday evening. You might recognize this beautiful voice from the Boredom Breakers net. I'm lucky enough to be part of the BB team. Run the net on Friday's second hour. If you haven't heard of the Boredom Breaker net, you've definitely been living under a rock, or you actually have a JOB. And we forgive you if you can't make it to Radio Land during lunch hour on Wednesdays, and sometimes Saturdays apparently. The time has come, y'all. Ready for the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's start by giving our BeaconNet crew tonight a holler. Have a quick strategic exchange of nonsense. Let's get the party started. Nick and Nike QKO bro. That smoker looks like a bad mammer jammer. Sounds like you got plans to also put your meat smoking skills to work for the Ohio crew there. Very cool. Anyhow, what's up, brother? You ready for the big show tonight?
KEQKO. Yes, sir, I am. Just got home a few minutes ago. A coworker of mine's in town for, something he's doing with the company this week. But he and we went to the city barbecue for dinner, which is funny because I was earlier smoking meat for the week. So I made some pulled chicken and some pulled beef. And so that'll be our dinners for the week. But then I have to go out to go to a different barbecue restaurant on top of all that. Anyway, yeah, love smoking. I'll be doing some of that for Summer Field Day as well. But that's all I've got. I guess I'll have more later. But that'll pass it back to you, Ryan. K8QKO.
Nick at Night, that sounds awesome. Never met a barbecue I didn't like. I think to pass the test at a good barbecue place, you know, like you gotta have good sausage. You can't mess up the easy stuff. Anyways, we're gonna clear with Nick at Night there. K8QKO, the Smoke Master apparently. Next up, playing those smooth, mellow tones on the keyboard, we got Eric, K8VZA. Apparently planning to move to South Carolina. I think that's right. What's up, brother? You ready for the big show? You got them fingers warmed up?
KJ5MCV, KE8VZA here. Yeah, actually, it'll more likely be North Carolina. I'll be real close to the border, so living just across the border in South Carolina is an option, but we'll see. We'll see. We're not that far along yet, but good to hear you tonight. You're sounding good there, Ryan, and I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8VZA. Don't you go change it.
Beautiful, lots of hills, mountains, windy roads to ride your motorcycle on. I love it down there. Absolutely love it. Hopefully you can get accustomed to that weather. Anyway, we'll move on. Thanks for checking in, Eric. Love it. We're going to clear with K8VZA. And next we got one of the newer members of the BeaconNet crew, much like myself, super duper Southern Mark, K3NBC, a.k.a. Captain Video, who has come up with a dandy question from Main Trivia. H-Town is in the house. What's up, brother? You ready for the big show?
KJ5MCV, this is K3NBC. Yep, I am ready. I got a good one in the books, ready to go. Speaking of barbecue, I didn't make any this weekend, but I had a good one at lunch. Had a good sandwich at lunch. Back to you.
I hope it was a burn-in sandwich. That's my favorite sandwich of all sandwiches. Except for the ones that I don't have to make myself, I guess. Anyways, super duper Southern Mark, we appreciate you, brother. And I'm glad you're on the team with me. I love it. H-Town, we're going to let you go. We're going to clear with K3NBC and Tailgun and Alt Trivia. We have none other than the one, the only, Mr. Bagok himself, easily confused, sometimes even confusing. Alan, KI5DAY. I digress. Sorry. Alan, what's up, mi hermano? That thing got a Hemi in it. Also, you ready for the big show?
KI5DAY in the net. Hey there, Mr. Ryan. Good to hear you out there. And I've got a Hemi in it. And let's see, what else? You asked me several questions in a row. As far as everything else goes, Loom, Despair, and Agony Bagok. That's what I say. But all is good. Yeah, just hanging out. And I've been doing a bunch of different things. Went to church this morning, church this evening. Oh, my goodness, I did it all. But, yeah, I've been hitting the HF pretty hard. I'm trying to get my 250 on QRZ. Right now I'm up to 102, I think. But anyways, I'll be standing by with Alt Trivia, KI5DAY.
Well, buddy, I am tickled for you. I've not locked horns with that uphill cruise, but one of these days I will. That's very interesting. Hopefully you're keeping that new Zygu warmed up. I heard you like that thing. Anyway. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to our list of check-ins and maybe a few more here in just a little bit. Also, a little note, if you're checked in already, we will get to you. So no need to bother with any rechecks. We got you. This is Brian, KJ5MCV. If you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please come with your call sign and name, and now we would love to hear from you.
AFIJB, Matt, Tulsa, short time.
W8WKY.
All right, we got you in there, Matt. AF5 Juliet Bravo Mobile. I'll put a note in there for you, brother. Anybody else like to check into the net? Go ahead and call now. We'll run this list. All right, another nerd. We'll start up here at the top again. We got Dustin, KD8 EPC, my boy, my fellow catfish master, the Squatch of Medina. Dustin, KD8 EPC. How we doing tonight, brother? Sticking around for the big show?
TJ5MCV, this is KD8 EPC. Good evening there, Ryan. Just over here beating my head against the wall and making changes to the schedule. So there you go. Otherwise, I'm going to try to stick around. I won't promise that I'll be here. We'll see what happens. I may go out and throw a line in for a while. KD8 EPC, back to Breenet Control.
My hero. Love it, man. Send me some pictures. I did make a note that Matt was mobile. Good grief. I know how to English pretty good. Matt, AF5JB in the mobile station. Let's hear it, brother. You going to stick around for the big show?
No, I've seen it out, and got one done, but you want to come in and say hi to everyone, and get with you and everybody else out there on that this evening, and had a good weekend. So one of my friends I've been playing with Oklahoma. Got to visit with him and his folks there for a little bit, and go back into Tulsa just before 1 o'clock this morning. And then went to the main event, and blast at the race car games. That was a lot of fun. The other was lost Pac-Man, and then I went home and had me a beer, got to watch TV for a little bit, ate some pizza and wings, and well, that was my Saturday night, and then took it easy most of the day. Some Pingo, some Bagman, some it was some other games. I think it was Excite Bike, and then some Outrun, Miss Batman. So it was a lot of fun. I love his old games, and then I get around and get ready for a whole new week. So that was a good weekend, and you're pretty pleased. But other than that, it's I stay on the cool side of the door, and I feel I'll get the team as well. It's currently 91 degrees, the clear skies here in Tulsa. Y'all have a good, safe week out there, and 33 and stay cool out there, and until next time, thanks for having me. Until next time, this is AFI Chevy Matt in Tulsa, Oklahoma, back to control, and until next time, thanks again.
All right there, Matt. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Got you in and out. And hello back to you. Beers, friends, and beers, and games. You're after my own heart, brother. Thanks for stopping by, Matt. We're going to clear with, let's see, AF5JB there in Tulsa Town. Let's go back up here to Just Nick. KD8SLG, this is KJ5MCV. What's up, brother? You sticking around for the big show?
KJ5MCV, KD8SLG. Good evening, Ryan. All the Beacon netizens. Great to be here. T-shirts. Field day T-shirts are on sale, so go get them. Eric, I just saw Nickelodeon show up on the blue screen. Hi, Nickelodeon. I'll be here tonight, Ryan. I'll be here tonight. Don't talk over the girl next time, please. KD8SLG, back to net control.
I'll take that as my warning number one. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that nice lady that lets us all know it's time to go. Nick, we appreciate you, brother. We got you sticking. We're going to clear with KD8SLD, just Nick. Talk to Brian real quick. KF8G, Norton, Ohio. What's up, Brian? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
Here, and you know, if Alan has a Hemi, I have an LS. KF8G.
Well, Brian, if you've got an LS, I've got a Duramax. You gonna stick around for the big show tonight, brother?
Oh, yeah, I said I was. KF8G.
All right, we got you, man. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you again later. Let's go talk to Andy. AB8MO, not Ray. It's Andy. Burton, Ohio. What's up, brother? You sticking around?
Yeah, this is ABHMO. Imagining Dustin pulling his hair out right now. And I agree, Alan. The Beaconette lady is an imposter. I agree. That's all I got from here. KJ5MCV from AB8MO. I'm going to go take a shower. You heard that from AB8MO. Back to net.
All right, Andy, watch behind your ears. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll be back to you in a little bit. AB8MO, we're going to clear. Let's go talk to my boy Raymond down there. That was my second attempt at Roy D. Mercer. K5CFY. Ray, you gonna stick around for the big show tonight, brother? All right, let's give it a try again. K5CFY. Ray, we assume that you're here? Looking for K5CFY. You sticking around tonight, brother? All right. We'll put a pin in Ray. Maybe we'll try him again later. Let's go down to NT8D. Copley, Ohio. Dave, what's up, brother? You were a little scratchy earlier. Did you get yourself in a little... NT8D, you sticking around tonight, brother?
Hey there, Ryan. Hopefully we're not scratchy. Let me know if I am. How's the power a little bit? Nice to hear you. I'm going to try to stick around for the trivia question. And all those locals here, like Just Nick and such, going to drop the boat into Lake Erie for a week. If anybody wants to drop the boat in with me tomorrow, or join me anytime this week, let me know. But I think that's the plan. We'll see what you got for trivia, Ryan, and y'all have a wonderful beacon. NTAD.
W8WKY.
All right, you heard it, folks. Dave needs a fishing buddy. NT8D. We'll let you get back to it. Let's go down and talk to Adam. KF8 Echo Tango Uniform, New Franklin. What's up, brother? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
don't think I'll stick around for the reconnect night. I'm out playing in the garage with a salvage antenna, trying to get some little screws out that have broken off, and playing around. So, yeah, I'll stick around. Everybody have a good evening. KF8 ETU.
All right, Adam. Good luck with your tinkering. Good stuff. We're going to clear with KF8 ETU. Adam. We had Tom in there. KA8 MNT. In and out. Let's go see what Matt's doing. KF8 Golf. Mike, what's up? Lorraine, Ohio. You sticking around for the big show tonight?
KG5 MCV for the net. This is KF8 GGM. Good evening there, Ryan. Yeah, man. Count me in. I won't miss a big show for anything, brother. Especially when you're on the air. So, I'll be around. KF8 GGM. Back to net control.
Man, making me blush a little bit. Appreciate that. We're going to clear with Matt, KF8 GGM, who is definitely sticking around. We had Brian in there, in and out, KZ8BLD. Let's go talk to Jeremy, KE8ZRY. What's up, Jeremy? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
KJ5MCV, this is KE8ZRY. Got me just in time. Didn't know if I was going to make the pre-show. Yeah, I want to stick around as long as the little one stays asleep. So, waiting on those trivia. I'll pass it back to you. This is KE8ZRY.
Beautiful, Jeremy. We appreciate you, brother. We got you sticking around. K8ZRY, we'll clear with him. We had Brian in there, KC8YKP, in and out. We had Chuck in there, WB4AIZ, in and out. And let's go holler at my boy, Taco Tim from Baofeng, Oklahoma. KI5TAQ, what's up, brother? You sticking around?
Well, good evening there, Ryan. Yes, I am sticking around. I'll just sit back for a little and let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim, we appreciate you, brother. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ, and it looks like I've got a battery that's about to die, so I'm going to do a little bit of juggling here. Let's go down and talk to Mike, WB8CXO. What's up, brother? You sticking around tonight? Alright, nothing heard. We're looking for WB8CXO. Mike, you out there, brother? Alright, we'll stick him on the back burner there. Hopefully you guys are picking me up okay. I had to switch radios real quick. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. And let's go talk to Lucy, Miss Lucy, as they tell me. KYUK, how you doing? And you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Hold on, Ryan. Let me pull up the cost of KJ5 MBC KE MV what? Ha! MCV. Neither of us know what we're talking about. Amateur radio. Oh, man. I will be sticking around. I won't lie. I won't be paying complete attention. I'm trying to convince myself to write some more, and I'm doing everything in my power to stall from doing that. So I need to buckle in and do something. So I'll be listening with half an ear, and I'll probably be around by the end. And, yeah, thanks for picking me up. KE8YUK, back to KJ5MCV.
All right, Miss Lucy. We appreciate you. We got you sticking around, kinda. And good luck with your tinkering. We're gonna clear with K8YUK. Let's go down to, let's see, oh, Harry's in and out, K8ZZR. And we've got Andy, KF8GHA, Uniontown, Ohio, is also in the house. What's up, Andy? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
KF8GHA.
Andy, I'm sorry, brother. I did not pick you up. You're in the dirt there. Give it one more try. KF8GHA, Andy.
KF8GHA, Andy. Yes, I'm going to stick around for the big show this evening. I'm curious about the trivia. Back to net control.
All right, Andy, we appreciate you, brother. We got you sticking around. Let's go talk to my buddy, Jairus, AI5Q. What's up, Jairus? Been a day or two. Doing okay, brother? Sticking around for the big show tonight?
Hey, Ryan. I'm not sticking around tonight. I missed you this afternoon. I was running the boredom breaker net. You weren't there. Nick wasn't there. I had to talk to Ray. I mean, come on now. I like Ray. But put my answers down as Bravo and Charlie for the trivia, and I will not be around for it. I've got too many things to do, too many irons on the fire, but I'll be listening but not paying a whole lot of attention. So my trivia answers stand as Bravo and Charlie, and I stand just as good a chance now as I do after I hear the questions of getting them wrong. So there you go. AI5Q back to net control.
Jairus, well, thanks for stopping by even just for a little bit. And I'm so sorry I missed you today. Sure we had a good time. Ray's pretty okay to talk to, but I was out fishing, man. I took a wild stab, went up the river. Worked out just okay. It's been fantastic. Today was just okay. Anyways, nobody cares. We're going to clear with Jairus there. AI5Q, we got you in there as in and out with Bravo and Charlie. Let's go talk to Fred there. K8QFT, Medina, Ohio. What's up, Fred? Doing okay? Sticking around tonight?
All's well on the northern side of Medina, and yes, I'll be here. Back to the pre-net controller.
All right, Fred, we got you sticking around. We skipped over Matt already. Let's go talk to Bob here. KA8LYJ. What's up, Bob? You gonna stick around for the big show tonight?
This is KA8LYJ. I am going to multitask. I have some police blotter items to finish typing up, but I intend to abide for trivia also. So if I sound confused, that's because I'm having to code switch. KA8LYJ.
Understood, Bob. Well, we appreciate you abiding. Speaking of abiding, Alan really likes that song. We're going to clear with KA8LYJ. Bob, let's go down and talk to Nickelodeon. KF5 Alpha Delta Echo. What's up? How you doing, brother? Cibola, Texas is in the house tonight. Sticking around for the big show?
W8WKY.
Yes, we'll be on the
Boy, I hope it's not my equipment going bad, but Nick, I'm so sorry, brother. I didn't catch any of that. Crank that power up, brother, and we'll try and get back to you in a few. We'll put you as sticking around, hopefully, and just take a wild stab. Nickelodeon, we'll get back to you, man. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't understand you. And we're going to clear with KF5 Alpha Delta Echo. Let's go talk to Josh, WAHRF. He was also multitasking. What's up, Josh? You doing okay? Hope you're sticking around.
All right, well, that was not me. CVW. Hold myself. I don't quite have everything. So I'm going to be sitting stuff up. So I should be here for trivia. So, really cool. My main. Catch you later.
Josh, I've got to admit, brother, I got some of that. I did hear you sticking around. You're going to turn it back to me, but I think we're getting some of that fantastic 2-meter doubling tonight from distant repeaters or something like that. We got you sticking around, Josh. We appreciate you, brother. Let's go talk to Mark, KF8 FQV. What's up, Mark? You sticking around tonight?
Yep, I'm going to stick around. I want to send it back to net. Pre-net controller, K7QV.
Sorry, my little node ID there. It's a net now, Mark. We appreciate you sticking around. We got last on the list, Sandy, KG5SYC. Sandy, are you sticking around tonight?
KG5SYC, and yep. We're sticking around along with Nickelodeon, and hopefully, maybe I'm trying to better idiot. I don't know, maybe he wasn't talking into it, but let me know if I am, and we'll be here for the big show. KG5SYC.
Andy, we got you sticking around. We're going to clear with KG5SYC. We got last one on the list before I turn it over. Jeff, N8EX. You sticking around tonight, brother?
Hello, everyone. It's Jeff, N8EX. Yes, I'll be sticking around. I just arrived out in the village of Chinega, so I'm on Evans Island at the opening of Prince William Sound, and a little cloudy, but nice weather, and I'll be listening in from here, N8EX.
Gotcha. We appreciate it. We're going to clear with N8EX. Looks like we got one more before I burn it up. We're going a couple minutes over. That's okay. I'll give them a couple bucks. They'll chill. Let's go holler at Scott real quick. KD8RWX. Scott, are you sticking around tonight, brother?
Hey, yeah, I just got logged into the net logger. Wanted to make sure I could see that. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll stick around. I got a little bit to go here. Just put some stuff on a 3D printer for an antenna I'm working on building. So, yeah, I'll stick around. KD8RWX in the group.
Very cool. That's awesome. I'd like to hear about that later. Maybe stick around. We'll do a little post-game show. That's the end of the list. And that was a lot of fun. Thanks to all. It's time for KE8 QKO Nick at night to light up the light up the nighttime airwaves on the beacon net. Thanks so much for hanging with me, listening to me run my motor mouth. Nick, get away. This is KJ5 MCV 73s for now.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink WAWKY-R. This is a direct net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, sounds like Ryan did a pretty good job on the pre-show. Fine business, Ryan. Let's go talk to our trivia masters. We're going to start with K3, NBC Mark. What do you got for the main trivia, sir?
Alrighty, this is K3 NBC with the main trivia for this evening. Bob Heil is renowned in ham radio for his high-quality microphones. But he first made his name in a very different field. What was it? Alpha, developing police radar speed detection systems. Bravo, pioneering live concert sound for rock bands including The Who and the Grateful Dead. Charlie, inventing the portable transistor radio. And Delta, designing early packet radio systems. Let it break. And a quick repeat, Bob Heil is renowned in ham radio for his high-quality microphones, but he made his name in a very different field. What was it? Alpha, developing police radar speed detection systems. Bravo, pioneering live concert sound for rock bands including The Who and the Grateful Dead. Charlie, inventing the portable transistor radio. And Delta, designing early packet radio systems. I'll toss this on the blue screen. Back to you.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Mark. Very interesting trivia question there. I've got my answer written down, but I have no idea if that's right or not. So that's a sign of a good question. Let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, yeah, had to switch radios. I had to charge the other one, but I'll back away from my computer a little bit in case this one's buzzing. I do have it on low power, by the way, so in case somebody's going to ask that, it is on low power. I was going to use a joke as the alternate trivia tonight, but I decided not to, and the joke was, how do chickens leave the coop? Through the exit. Oh, yeah, there you go. Anyways, let me let this drop, and I'll give tonight's alternate trivia, but before I do, there, Nick, how do I sound?
Well, you sound like Alan.
Alabama. Good, because I wasn't sure. I switched radios. My other one is charging. I've been using my DN32, but we got the old Baofeng 17 Pro. Tonight's alternate trivia is about rednecks. And it's one of my favorite people. Jeff Foxworthy, the comedian, once said that if you ever had to climb the top of a water tower to do one of these things, that you might be a redneck. Which one of these things was he talking about? Some of you might have seen me say this before in the blue screen, but don't give it away. Again, Jeff Foxworthy, the comedian, once said that if you ever had to climb to the top of a water tower to do one of these things, then you might be a redneck. Which one of these things was he talking about? Let me let this drop, and I will give you your options for answers. Sorry about that. Somebody had an open mic there. I don't know what was going on with that. I don't think it was mine, but anyways. You heard the question. Here's the options for the answers. If you've ever had to climb to the top of a water tower, as Jeff Foxworthy said, to do one of these things, which one of these things was it? A, to paint over your phone number and the words, "For a good time, call." B, to cover a naughty water tower artist picture of your mom. C, to defend your sister's honor. Or D, to get a rite of passage to attend the annual Cornwall Bean Otter Slaughter. KI5DA, well, I'll put him in the screen.
All right, thank you, Alan. I think I've got my answer written down. I think maybe it's right or wrong. I think it might be right. I can't remember what the actual answer was. I know I've heard that before, so thank you. Okay, got our trivia questions read. This is KE8QKO on the W8W KLR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive also. Relative insanity. It's kind of like sort of game. Maybe give it a shot. We always enjoy it for a large group. Okay, that's it. So let's go talk to people. We're going to start with KD8 EPC, Dustin. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
All right there, Nick, QKO and the Beacon Net. I'm not used to being first here. Let's see. I'm just going to go with double D's for my trivia answers tonight. Yeah, we're hanging around. We're starting to get the schedule together for the next couple of months here and figure things out in the meantime. So there you go. That's all I've got for you. I guess it sounds like we might need some more power here. So there you go. Guess we'll have to crank up our radios. With that, this is KD8 EPC. Back to Net Control 73, my friend.
All right, Dustin, thank you. More power, can't beat it. All right, next we're going to talk to KD8 SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Nick at night, and all the Beacon netizens. Great to hear you, man. Good times tonight. I hope nobody's trying to key up over me. Let's start with trivia tonight. This is fun being early on. I'm going with Bravo and Alpha. Bravo and Alpha. Those are my answers tonight. Without hearing everybody's answers first. So there, I'll try to lead everybody down the rabbit hole. Field day t-shirts are on sale until the end of the Beacon Net Wednesday night. So if you want to grab a t-shirt, get your order in there. I'll be handing them out at the June meeting. Right before field day, week before field day. That's all I know about tonight, man. Thanks for getting me in here, Nick. Sounding good as always. We'll catch you on down a log. K88 SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Alpha. I saw an email today about the June meeting. I don't think I'm able to make that day. I actually kind of wanted to. I had some questions about that. But oh well, I think I have some work stuff going on, so I probably won't be able to make it to that. Anyway, thanks, Nick. And we'll talk to you later. Next on our list is KF8G, Brian. How you doing, Brian? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, just enjoying this lovely weather. Oh my God, it's been so nice this week. Spent some time detailed my Golf R on Memorial Day with a friend of mine that does the business, and ended up going to a car show and taking an import trophy that night. Spent 2 days on the Chick Magnet over the last couple of days. Took a trophy at Mally's Chocolate with Corvettes versus Porsche, so that was fun. That was a great show because I got to see a lot of Porsche people that I know. That worked out well. I hope they do that again, because last year was Camaros versus Corvettes, and it's like, I like the Porsches. But it's been a great week. Just enjoying the weather and the cruising season starting. So, if anybody's around, Monday's Cuyahoga Falls on 2nd Street, so that's not far away. Should be a nice night. With that, I'll go ahead and turn it to control. Enjoy the lovely weather, everybody, in 7.3s. KF8G.
All right there, Brian. Thank you, sir. Put your answer down there for 42, and we will talk to you later. Next, we're going to talk to Aviate-MO, Andy. How you doing, Andy? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Alpha Bravo 8, Mike, Oscar, Andy, are you out there, and do you have comments for the BeaconNet? All right, well, perhaps Andy is in and out or taking a shower, or maybe he went to bed and he's falling asleep to my sweet, soothing voice. If he comes back later, he's happy to take a recheck. Next, we're going to talk to you, K5 CFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? All right, nothing heard from Ray. He was marked as not responding in the pre-show as well, so perhaps Ray also went to bed. Let's go talk to NT8D. Dave, how you doing, Dave? Hey, I heard you talking on the pre-show about needing somebody to help you launch your boat. I voluntold Nick, just Nick, to help you launch your boat, because I heard that should always end very, very well. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Dave. KEKKO.
Howdy, Nick at Nite. I was thinking about just Nick for this job, because he knows when to let go of the rope. Yeah, it's going to be sunny. I threw out my back the other day, but it's getting recovered. It's going to be sunny for another week. I don't have a lot of work coming up this week, except for in the evenings I have to go rehearse in Cleveland, so I got to be up there. So I was thinking of dropping the boat off in Fairport Harbor tomorrow, leaving it at a buddy of mine's place. He's got a slip on the Grand River that I can use. Maybe stopping by Pickle Bill's, grabbing a drink on the way back, or getting some fish at Brennan's or something. So there's some good times to be had. So, looking for a hand just to help me launch the boat, put it in the water, maybe sail, maybe not. Motor it down the river, tie it up to the dock, and go get some beer and some food. So that's what I'm looking to do tomorrow before I have to go to rehearsal tomorrow night, and after I do the barometer in the morning. Anybody's welcome to join me. We can use more than one. It's Fairport Harbor. Sometime after the barometer net. So that's what's going on. Thanks there, Nick and Nite. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday night. I'll listen until I fall asleep. NTAT.
All right, thank you, Dave. Hey, I don't know if I caught your trivia answers. Do you want to come back with those?
Oh, you didn't catch him because I didn't throw him there, Nick. My fault. I'll go with Alpha and Alpha and see what happens. NTAT.
All right, thank you, Dave. Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, you know, I'm always wondering if maybe I just zoned out part of a conversation and then missed it, or if I was looking at something else and missed it. You know how it is when you're running a net, you're kind of doing a couple of things at once, and you miss things like during conversations. Try not to, but it happens. So I was like, did he say him? I don't think he did, but I'll pretend like I missed it. And I'll tell you what, Dave, if I didn't have to do that ugly W thing tomorrow, I'd be totally down with coming up and helping you launch that boat. I think it'd be a ton of fun. I wouldn't mind doing some sailing and boating. I did it once last summer. I enjoyed it a little bit of sailing. And so I find that kind of interesting. But anyway, that's how it goes. Work is what work is. Okay, this is KEAQKO on the WW Kilo repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive officer with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. The next station we're going to talk to is KF8ETU Adam. How you doing, Adam? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
This is Adam, KF8ETU. Going in the garage, antenna apart, lost how much it costs, and it's a $600 2-meter antenna, so I guess I'll keep working at it. Just playing with the camper all weekend, getting ready for vacation here in a couple weeks, and trying to keep my wife happy with all the chores this weekend. So, with that, I'll say my trivia questions. I am going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Charlie, because it's important to honor your sister, so, especially when she's a good kisser. With that, I'll send it back to Nick. This is KF8ETU.
All right, thank you, Adam. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Charlie. So thanks for that. All right, looks like we have a return to the net. AB8MO, Andy. How you doing, Andy? What's your comments for the net now?
All righty, this is AB8MO. Yeah, I had to step away, and of course you were going to call me right when I stepped away, so here I am. I guess I turned on the radio here. Well, you saw my questions in the blue screen. B and D, not to be confused with D and D, so there. Let's see here. So, looks like Dustin was asking for me to make a guest appearance for next month, so we'll see how that pans out. So, anyhow, not a whole lot going here. Had a very, very busy weekend. My nieces came over for a sleepover, and they're at an age where they're just full of energy, so it's crazy. 7 and 9 years old, and yeah, it's hard to keep them still for any length of time, but I still love them, and the oldest one actually got baptized in church today, so that was great to see. And then we went out to eat, and then I came home, had a meeting on my, on Zoom actually, for a men's group that I help lead. That went okay too. And then Josh informed me, W8HRF, informed me he was pounding brass on 40 meters. So I did catch his call sign. Wasn't for strong signal, but fully readable. So it was kind of funny. He showed me what he copied. So I was like, yeah, that probably would be my copying now. When I did take my exam, because I did have to study and learn code. I actually did pass with 5 words per minute solid copy. So don't know that I could do it now. I'm kind of out of practice. The letters are in my head, but I need a little refresher for sure. That's all I got from here. Thanks for circling back and picking me up. I'm going to head off to bed and listen to that nice melodic KEAQKO voice. Let me put me to sleep there. Back she comes. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Got your answer down for B&B, not D&D. You know, there's this new invention that I think came out recently that would help with that. Instead of clarifying which letters, it's not, you could just use this new invention. It's called phonetics. Like, so for B, you could say Bravo, and then for the other B, you could also say Bravo. That'd be Bravo and Bravo. Just, I don't know if you're aware of that or not. Kind of new and cool. Some of the cool kids are using it nowadays. But I thought I'd share that along. Anyway, sleep well, Andy. I hope my soothing voice puts you to a deep, deep slumber. All right. So where am I at here? After KFE ETU, we had K8MNT Tom in and out, and now we're going to go down to KF8 GGM Matt. How you doing, Matt? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2535 with a release date of Friday, May 29th, 2026 to follow in 5, 4, 3.
Go, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. KF8 GGM. Matt, are you out there? Do you have comments for the net? All right, nothing here from Matt. Perhaps he had to step away like Andy. Maybe he'll come back later. All right, after Matt, we have KZ8BLD, Brian, in and out. That's going to take us down to KE8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is KE8ZRY, Jeremy here in Ashland. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's well. It's Sunday, getting ready for work. Last week for me, it's school before I get a month off, so that's nice. Not much else going on. Kind of sitting around, relaxing. Trivia, I am going to go with Bravo and Charlie, I believe it was. Trying to scroll up here. Yes, Bravo and Charlie. And yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend and has a great week to come. I will talk to you again on Wednesday. This is KE8ZRY passing it back to net control 73, everybody.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Thanks for checking in. We got your answers down for Bravo and Charlie. Next two stations are in and out. That's KC8, YKP, and WB4AIZ. That's going to take us down to KI5TAQ from Bofang, Oklahoma. Taco Tim, take it away.
Well, I should say good evening there, Nick at Night. This is KI5TAQ. Great questions for the night. Great questions. All I can say is, well, let me get them out of the way first. for the main question, I'm going to go with B, Bravo. For the alternate question, I'm going to go with Alpha. And we will just let it ride out like that. Other than that, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the night. And, well, let's just enjoy the shenanigans on the blue screen. I'll send it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answers down for Bravo and Alpha. Thanks for checking in. After Tim, we have WB8CXO, Mike, who is in and out. And that's going to take us down to KE8YUK, just Lucy the Yuck. Take it away, Lucy.
Good evening, and Nick. Wow, Nite and Nick, and everyone else on the net. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to reread the story that I'm writing to get back in the groove, and I keep getting distracted by mistakes. It's not working. Oh, trivia is good tonight. I was looking at Alan's, but I need to double check at Mark's. Oh, man. I think I'm going to say B and A, as in B.A. Baracus. For those unfamiliar with the A-Team, what are you doing with your life? Watch the A-Team. What have we been up to? Will can climb on everything, including the coffee table and the dining room chairs. Betty is learning new words, and she's learned about rhymes. That's been really funny. She will tell us when words rhyme, like cheese and trees, or hat and cat, or pillow and schmill, and then we have to explain what real words are. But she's got the spirit of it. Yeah, what did we even do today? Not much, which was nice. I'm trying to make Sundays more of a day of rest, but boy is it hard when dishes need done and food needs made and children need to not run away. But I'm organizing the backyard a little bit. I picked up the frame of a swing to put a swing onto, but I also discovered it's one of those swing frames that has the built-in sunshade at the top, and I discovered that that fits perfectly over Will's little outside cube of fence, so that he can actually have some shade in our blazing hot backyard. So that's going to be really, really, really nice for everybody this summer, and I'm looking forward to using that more. I have rambled enough for tonight. Thank you for running the net, and despite any tomfoolery shenanigans and the like that aren't as enjoyable as the usual tomfoolery shenanigans and the like, malarkey, that's the other one. But, yeah. I will say 7-3's God bless and Merry Christmas, everybody. KE8YUK, back to KE8QKL.
All right, thank you, Lucy. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Alpha. You know what? As far as the boy getting a little hot during the summer, just do what they would do when I was a kid. Just every a couple of minutes, just hose him down. Just have the garden hose out there, and it starts to get a little warm. Just kind of throw some water on him and get back to your book. And then, eventually he'll, stay nice and cool. Anyway, thank you, Lucy. Appreciate you getting in there. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL Tono 114 Mark 8. After Lucy, we had KE8ZZR Harry checking in and out, and that's going to take us down to KF8GHA Andrew. How you doing, Andrew? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, Nick. This is KF8GHA. Not much. I spent the day in hot and cold up at Progressive Field as one of 28,000 people saddened by the Guardians. They were winning the game until the 7th inning when the Red Sox scored 6 runs and put it out of reach. I think we need a bullpen. But anyway, it was cold. If you were in the shade on the left field side, it was a bit chilly up there. But other than that, it was a nice day. The food at the field is amazing. It's truly good. If you want to work around and try individual things. We've got 8 more games scheduled to go to this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, trivia, I'll take Delta and Charlie. That's about it. So I want to wish everybody 73, and this is KFHEHA, back to the net.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Got your answer down there for Delta and Charlie. Yeah, my coworker that I had dinner with tonight, he flew in from Nashville, and he's got like a personal goal. He wants to go to every major league stadium at some point in his life, so wants to visit all of them and see a game. And since he was in Cleveland, he flew in a little bit early, and so I went to the Guardians game, and yeah, he said it was similar. So, but yeah, heard about that game earlier. And thanks for checking in. Maybe your remaining 6 games will be a little bit better. Guess we'll see how that works. All right. After Andrew, we had AI5Q, who we talked to during the pre-show. He was short time. He had answers of Bravo and Charlie. Oh wait, no, AI5Q. That's Cheris. Messing things up. Cheris is in and out. He has answers as Bravo and Charlie though, because he probably put those on the blue screen. And then after Cheris, we have KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, first off, the trivia, Alpha and Charlie, AC, Alpha and Charlie, in that order. Yeah, the Guardians lost again today, 9-4. And, of course, the Cavaliers were eliminated, as were the Thunder, by the way, from Oklahoma City. And, well, not a lot going on. My nose has been running all week. I'm trying to keep up with it. Give me a minute here. Catch my breath. Anyhow, that's about it. And by the way, I only have one other thing to say. Hey. Let's be careful out there. I wonder who remembers where that came from. KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Got your answer down there for Alpha and Charlie. And I will say, if your nose is running, you should go catch it. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. After Fred, we had AF5JB, who was the short time during the pre-show. And then we're going to go downtown and talk to KA8LYJ, Bob. How you doing, Bob? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Went ahead and let him pause for station identification. This is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Nick. Good evening, group. First, get this out of the way. My trivia answers are a cubic centimeter. And good timing because it got to be my turn, and I just finished typing those police blotters I mentioned in the in the pre-show. So, yeah, awesome timing. Been a decent day. Had game night and with the buddies, and we wrapped up in time for me to finish up the work I had to do and check into the net. So we're doing all right. And back to you, KA8LYJ.
All right, thank you, Bob. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Hey, maybe see if the police blotters could just email you what they are so you don't have to type them. You just copy and paste. Might save you some time. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. After Bob, we have KF5ADE Nickelodeon. Haven't talked to you in a while, Nick. How you doing? How's life down in Cibolo? And are you coming up to Ohio anytime soon? Kilo, Foxtrot 5, Alpha Delta Echo. Nick, are you out there? Do you have comments for the beacon net? All right, well, I was hoping to hear from Nick, but, we probably won't hear from Sandy. We'll call her out here when we get to it anyway. Hearing their connection, I'm guessing there was some sort of internet thing going on, and there was definitely an internet connection issue between us and them, so maybe that has persisted. Next, we'll talk to W8HRF Josh. How you doing, Josh, and what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
K8QKO, W8HRF. Howdy, Nick. Good to hear you. I got my answers in already. Thank you, Eric, for BA. Lucy and I seem to agree on what the answers are tonight. What else is going on? Oh, man, shame on me. I didn't get the field day count pulled up before I keyed up. It's less than a month. Today was a pretty good day. Went to church, came home. I don't remember what happened. I think we took it easy for a little bit, and then I eventually made it out to the and got a little bit of work done on my workbench. Got it a little farther along, trying to get to the point where I can make the last, 4 drawers, and then so that'll be good once I get that done. Came back. We went and we got some ice cream, which was cool. Because today is 5 years since Lucy and I got engaged, so that was cool. Needed an excuse to go get ice cream. And came home and tried to practice doing some codes in CW with Ben, K8BHQ. I couldn't quite hear him. He could hear me on 40, but I couldn't really hear him. So we'll have to try when the bands aren't terrible. I did try calling CQ for a little bit afterwards, and that's where I was curious if Andy could hear me, and he did. And then somebody came back to me, but boy, my copying is absolute garbage, so I need some more practice. I did manage to pull the guy's call sign out, and I shot him an email, and I was like, hey, was that you? And he was like, yep, that was me. Next time, try slowing down. So 10 words per minute is still a little too fast. I guess I'll dial it down to 4 or 5. So we'll see what happens there. So what else? For field day will be coming this week, so keep an eye out for that. My goal is to have that up by have a post out for that by the ClubNet on Tuesday, with more information. So that should be really good. So looking forward to field day. I think planning has come a long way, and appreciate all of Nick and Jason's help with that. So there you go. And the rest of the committee, honestly, the ops committee. Harry has done a lot, and just everybody, all the station captains. It's going to be a really good field day this year. So looking forward to it. Let me take a break. And I think we're going to have a social committee meeting this Thursday. Doug and his wife are coming back from a trip, and so they'll send out an email a little later on about that. So there you go. Whole lots of stuff going on. I'm going to stop rambling. Good to hear everybody. Man, really bummed I missed Jairus on the boredom breaker net today. Wish I had the node. I wish I'd had the radio turned on. So say 7-3 to everybody. Catch y'all later. K8QKO, W8HRF, 7-3 all.
All right, thank you, Josh. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Alpha. Yeah, I should be on that call for Thursday for the social meeting thing. We can get some food stuff figured out. Go from there. So thanks for all you do, Josh. I know you work a lot behind the scenes, and you don't always get a lot of credit. So make sure you get it when you deserve it. And that's that. All right, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive. Also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And next, we're going to talk to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Well, KCFQ QV. Well, not a lot. Just kept going buying things today. Come back and then went and got another thing. And go and get another thing. Come back and buy another thing. It's all fuel. Yeah, I buy a lot of fuel. But on the trivia, I want to say definitely B on the first one. It was the concert he was in. He did concerts in that. So that's that one. And then we did a... So that what we were doing today is they came up, my sister and the kids, and they came up and we did a flower bed. The 9-year-old boy, he got in that tractor. He was mowing the whole field. Yeah, he did, well, 90% of it. You know, father started it, and then he finished it, pretty much. So, that was. And I want to say the other one. I want to say BA, Bachelor of Arts. I'll take Bachelor of Arts for the trivia. But other than that, not much happening. Breeze shooters in 2 weeks. So it's been on, they had on ARL Audio News. Was that one ARL Audio or ARR News? But they did say that that's coming up. Yeah, they got CPAC out on the West Coast, and yeah, there's all kinds of hamfests coming up now. So it's that time of the year. And we're going to have some dry weather this week. So these grounds can get dried out so they can get mowed. So we'll send it back to net control, K-Sub QV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down for Bravo and Alpha. Thanks for checking in. After Mark, we have KG5 SYC, Miss Sandy. Are you out there, Miss Sandy? Do you have comments for the BeaconNet?
This is not KG5SYC. This is KF5ADE. Stepping in on Sandy's slot since my somehow EchoLink took a dive, and all I got was the tail end of moving on to Josh, and that was okay. But I knew I was going to get a second go. Sandy's got her barber suit on right now, so she's given the eldest son a haircut, lowering his ears a little bit. Am I coming across okay? I want to stop that for a minute. Am I coming across okay? Over.
W8WKY.
Yes, sir, Nick. You're coming across just fine. I'll repeat what I said earlier when I called out to you. I said, hey, how you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. Good to hear you and all that shenanigans. And I also asked if you guys are ever planning to make another trip to Ohio. So I guess with that, I'll pass it back to you, sir. KAQKO.
Super Deluxe. Okay, yeah, and I thank you so much. And we are trying to work on some trips. We've got not 20-year, not 30, 50-year reunion we're going to go to. Hard to believe that. 50-year reunion for Sandy's high school armada. Mine I could care less about. No loss there. When I graduated, I did that. I DG'd. That was it. Done, graduated. So we're going to go see her 50-year reunion is our intent for going up to Colorado this end of July, beginning of August time frame. We'd like to hopefully get over to West Virginia to go see my eldest sister, and in that case, that would be probably a stop in somewhere to Ohio. But don't count on that because that is as you guys all know, what the price of gas is like. That's not going to happen with the RV. We're going to take the RV to Colorado and back home again, and that'll probably be the size of it. Before I forget too far, let's get the trivia done. Sandy's answers are Bravo Alpha. Bravo Alpha. And my answers are going to be Bravo Delta because I love the answer for Cornwaldo bean, the ending one there, beaver clipping or whatever it's called. Anyway, I like Alan's last answer there, so I'm going to go with Delta on that one. But Bravo Delta for me. On that, we've been doing very busy. We have been busy since I got back from Ohio last October. We've been busy. So that's where we've been kind of in and out, hit and miss. Before I get to be timed out, KF5AD, back to net control. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Nick. We got Sandy's answers down as Bravo as Alpha, and yours I can't talk. And yours down as Bravo and Delta. You know, hopefully gas prices might be coming down. I actually paid like about $3 a gallon this weekend, or at the beginning of this weekend at Costco. So it wasn't, it wasn't horrible, but it's, but definitely better than like when it was up to almost 5. So there's that. Though the price of diesel, I don't know if you guys are running a diesel. That's still $5 a gallon, so that might be something totally different. I actually rented a skid steer to do some work in the yard this weekend. I had to put some gas back in that before I returned it. It was $5 a gallon. Like, ouch. Thankfully, it only used like a gallon, which isn't too bad, but still, look at the price. Anyway, thanks for getting back to us, Dick. Appreciate it, and we will talk to you later. After Sandy / Nickelodeon, I'm going to say this is K8QKO on the W8W KY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're going to talk to N8EX Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Hello, Nick, and everyone out there. This is Jeff, N8EX, and I am not in Seward tonight. We had our Sunday flight out to Prince William Sound, and I'm over in the village of Chiniga, which is our smallest community with a clinic. There's about 30 year-round residents. We have a hatchery on the other side, and there's actually less boats in the 2 bays, and that's so a little more traffic than usual. And the black bears are out. We have a bomb and 3 cubs behind the clinic across the little stream there, and that I've been looking at out the back window, and I've got to report the whales are bobble feeding, so I might go out tonight, and I can hear them from the window, but I'll go down to the ferry dock, take a look later. But it's always good to get to do village travel, and again, I'll fly back on Thursday, but it's nice to get away from the main office for a while. And that the other thing is my cousin got a vanity call and didn't tell me, so he's now Whiskey 8 Bravo Romeo Zulu. Congratulate him on that, and ask him why he didn't tell me, probably tomorrow. And that, but be proud that he's gone up to his general, and that, and then for trivia, pretty confident on that. Bravo Charlie, so go get Bravo Charlie, and that, and I think the second one, excuse me, brings back a memory of one of his skits there, and I was thinking the band's mentioned, but I did not hear Peter Frampton and anything about the voice or the voice box that he used. So that's all I got. Back to you, Dick, and ADX.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Charlie. And sounds like you had a pretty good weekend. Good. I hope you had a good flight. All right, next we have KD8RWX Scott. How you doing, Scott? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. KD8RWX here, portable. It's funny. I was just back at Hamvention. I was walking around, and we stopped at the Heil booth, and I'm full of random fun facts. So I had actually mentioned the answer to the first question, and I just thought that was a fun fact because I had watched a documentary after he became a silent key about all the things that he'd worked on before that on YouTube, and I just thought that was really awesome. So anyway, my answers for tonight are going to be Bravo and Charlie, and then John 3:16. Anyway, I just leave it at that and send it back to the group and save some battery so I can maybe talk to just Nick to hear it a little bit after the net. But I'll send it back to you guys. KD8RWX KE8QKO. I think I got it right. Back to the net.
Yes, sir, you got it right. Good to hear you, Scott. And, yeah, save that battery. You got your answer down for Bravo and Charlie. We have another check-in for the blue screen. That's KI5 RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
This is Kilo, radio frequency interference from coming live from Northwest Arkansas. So we had a extremely hot, really hot afternoon here today in Arkansas. But I stayed inside, but it was a nice and cool. I'm going to go with three answers of Bravo and Bravo. I had no idea, so welcome guys there. Back to Nick and go.
All right. Well, thank you, Mick. We got your answer down there for Bravo and Bravo. And it sounds like you installed a nice new picket fence. And maybe that's affecting your transmission because you're picket fencing. So you get it? Haha. Anyway, thanks, Mac. Appreciate you checking in. Got you there. They were readable, but it was, a little interesting sounding. Okay. We're at the bottom of the list here. Let's do a round of check-ins. Anyone who'd like to check in to the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Hello, Beacon Net. This is KJ5ATA. Here with 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, got from Georgetown, Texas. Yeah, check him in.
All right, I've got KJ5 ATA guy checking in there. Is anyone else who would like to check in the Beacon Net? Please call now.
Net control, please copy. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry, and I'm in Ellenboro, West Virginia. KF8 ERZ.
All right, I've got KF8 ERZ checking in there. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, before we go any further, got a couple of new stations that might not have heard the trivia, so we're going to have all of that reread for us. And we're going to go up to K3 NBC. Mark, would you read the primary trivia question again, please?
This is K3 NBC. Here's our main trivia question for the evening. Bob Heil, who's renowned in ham radio for his high-quality microphones, but he first made his name in a very different field. What was it? Alpha, developing police radar speed detection systems. Bravo, pioneering live concert sound for rock bands including The Who and the Grateful Dead. Charlie, inventing the portable transistor radio. And Delta, designing early packet radio systems. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Let's go down to KI5 DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia read again. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. Alternate trivia reread. Here we go. Let me get to it. There it is. Jeff Foxworthy, the comedian, once said that if you ever had to climb to the top of a water tower to do one of these things, then you might be a redneck. Which one of these things was he talking about? A, to paint over your phone number in the words, "for a good time call." B, to cover a naughty water tower artist picture of your mom. C, to defend your sister's honor. Or D, to get a rite of passage to attend the annual Cornwall Bean Otter Slaughter. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go down to KJ5 ATA Guy. How you doing, Guy? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yes, Beacon Net. This is KJ5 ATA. Yeah, I'm going to have to say bravo for a question, name, trivia. Bravo for Heil. I think that sounds like it was a sound guy in the beginning and one of his favorite microphones and such, you know. And I like the way he makes those microphones. They still make them, you know, looking like those old RTA style mics. And kind of cool looking. No doubt about it. I like it. Anyways, and then there, let's see, for number B, the secondary, I'm going to say B again. And bravo. Anyways, yeah, okay. This is KJ5. HK, back to that.
All right, thank you, Guy. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Bravo. You're a little scratchy there, or not scratchy, but kind of, it sounded like some packet loss, maybe. But we got you in there, heard what you were saying, wrote down what you were saying for the trivia answers anyway. And, yeah, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. After Guy, we have KF8 ERZ, Terry. How you doing, Terry? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the Beacon Net this evening. This is KF80RZ. It's good to be with you all this evening. Don't have too much else to add. Just been enjoying listening here since the pre-net was going on, and thought I'd jump in there and get my card punched. For trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo for the main trivia and Charlie for the alternate trivia. So Bravo and Charlie. And good trivia questions tonight. I like those. So anyway, it's good to hear everybody's reports on there, and hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. And I'll just pan it back to net control and say 73s and God bless. This is KF8ERZ.
All right, thank you, Terry. Got your answer down for Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for checking in, and good to hear you. All right, we're back on the bottom of the list. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're ready for more check-ins. If you would like to check in at the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, I'm going to take it there. We had somebody, it looks like disconnect their node, and we had somebody else come in, and I think I heard a kilo. It did not hold their connection. Last caller, you want to come back again with your call sign phonetically twice, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf, Mike. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf, Mike. Reach.
KF8 GGM Matt. Okay, yeah, you're not coming in too great, Matt. We got you to the recheck. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. It sounds. Try to describe this out. Definitely missing some audio. It's sporadically missing some audio. But that's what I got to offer there, Matt. I want to come back then with your comments for the night.
I'll give my answers, Bravo and Charlie, and try to speak to everybody. Back to the next show.
All right, thank you, Matt. Yeah, we'll talk about that connection later. I have some suspicions. We got your answer down there for Bravo and Charlie, and we'll go from there. Thanks for checking in, sir. All right, back at the bottom of the list here. Anyone else want to check in or reach out to the BeaconNet? Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Foxtrot Whisker, KCH-YFO, Andy Medina.
All right, got KCA-YFO checking in there. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to Andy, KC8YFO. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
There, well, glad I could make it finally here. Just was a busy day running around, but got to break away with the little one. Went to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, ran a POTA, and we made, I believe it was 12 contacts. The band was kind of up and down this mid-afternoon, but let the 7-year-old kind of take the reins, and I did the first 2 to give him, kind of like a cadence, and he took the rest. So his first activation. So that was pretty cool. Came home, we did a little bit more radio after I did some yard work, and he ended up talking to some DX stuff. He did England, Dominican Republic, then did some California, and got to talk to W1AW Slant Zero in Colorado this evening. So that was pretty cool. He was super excited about it. But I did not hear the trivia or anything like that, and I'm definitely bottom of the list, so no need to redo it. So I'll just go Charlie and let you guys close it out. But thanks for taking it, KC8YFO. Back to next roll.
All right, thank you, Andy. Got your answers down for Charlie. And Charlie, you know what? I think you might get one of those right just by the guessing. So that might be pretty good. And thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. Okay, we're just going to talk to our net control team. We're going to start with KE8VZA Eric. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO in the net, KE8VZA here. Doing well, Nick. Everybody's sounding good. Good to hear everyone. For trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Bravo, Charlie. And what else? Still working on the mega purge of the house, primarily the basement. You know, when you live in a house for 23 years with 2 kids and you have a full basement, and certain other extended family members bring you stuff from their basement thinking you'll really like it, and you don't have time to deal with it, so you just stuff it in your basement. Well, the day has come. So anyway, we're clearing it out piece by piece, so we'll get there. Anyway, good to hear everybody. Bravo, Charlie, and KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I could dread having to go through that in my basement. I'm going to be honest. I'd be inclined, if I was in that situation, to just look for another job. But like, no. You want me to go through and clean my house out and get rid of all this stuff that I don't want to have to hunt or deal with? I want all that crap in my basement to become my son's problem someday. That's kind of my goal. Because I don't want to deal with moving and things and all that. So that's kind of how I think about it. Everybody's different, but yeah. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Let's talk next to KJ5MCV Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
I am doing great, Nick at Nite. Thank you so much for picking me up, and thanks for asking. Main trivia? No idea. But bravissimo. That's a whole bunch of bravos, if you didn't know that. It's Italian. Write that down. I like the idea of pioneering the Who and the Grateful Dead. So put me down for Bravo main trivia. The bear with the crooked head on those stickers is always like an Easter egg when you find it. Makes me wonder how many of those stickers got sold over the last, 30 or 40 years. It's a fun thing to ponder. The crooked-headed bears. Everybody's thinking of it. You can all see them in your head. Love it. And let's see. Alt trivia. Oh, yeah, the guy said, was it Jeff in Alaska? He said something about Peter Frampton. That would be so cool. Anyway. Sorry, I'll let that one die. The Jeff Foxworthy question. Alpha. I'm going to go with Alpha there. Painting over your phone number and some choice words. We don't have to talk about it. I had to change my phone number one time. And P.S. I like when beavers bite my nips, too. Just Nick. I must be a redneck, and you must be one, too. Bravo and Alpha. And thanks again, brother, for picking me up. It's been a fun show. This is Ryan, KG5MCV, and I'll give it back to you. Take care, brother.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Well, you said bravissimo is a bunch of bravos, so I kind of was thinking that was actually Bravo and Bravo, but then you said Alpha, so it's Bravo and Alpha, but lots of bravos would be Bravo, 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 Alpha. We don't have that many trivia questions. But I guess, according to Eric, and we all love Eric, and he's probably got it right, and I probably got it wrong, it's going to be Bravo and Alpha. So thanks for that. And changing your phone number, man, that would suck. I would not want to do that. Too much stuff is tied to my phone number that I want to deal with that hot mess. Anyway, I think I might actually rather clean my basement out like Eric's doing than change my phone number. Anyway, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. We will talk to you later. All right, this is KEAQKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Next, we're going to talk to K3MBC Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KAQA80, this is K3MBC. I'm highly adequate again. I was originally aggressively average, but now I'm highly adequate again, so I guess that's good. Had a good weekend. Got my HF rig finally back up. Got a new power supply. Seemed to take care of all, if not, or most, if not all of my issues, and it was exciting to be back on the HF side of things. Had a good weekend, like I said. Good day at work today. So anyway, trivia answer for me is Charlie on the alt trivia. Charlie is my answer. K3MBC, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Put you down for Charlie for the alternate trivia. Next, we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get his comments for the Beacon Net. Alan, take it away.
At work now, I have this new thing where, KI5DAY, by the way. I have this new work thing now when we have our little meetings with our crew chief every day about the assignments that we're going to have on the planes. He'll always say, does anybody have anything for me? It's always the wrong question to ask, and I always pop up with,
waffles. I yell waffles. So it's kind of a catchy thing now. Other people are doing it and driving my crew chief crazy. So anytime he forgets and asks if anybody has anything, waffles often pops up. So maybe he'll quit asking that soon. He's a good guy. He's a good friend. But anyway, he's a mechanic like us, too. He's not a supervisor. He's just our team lead. But it's always fun to mess with the crew chiefs. See, what else? It's been a busy weekend. Had a good time. Did lots and lots of radio contacts on my 20-watt Zygu G90 beast of a machine. Thing rocks the house, y'all. It's a good radio. What else? Nothing else I can think of. Did sing in the choir tonight. Did my best tenor performance, I must say. I tried anyway. There was only 2 of us tenors tonight. Normally there's 4 or 5 of us, but we were down to 2 tonight, so that was a challenge, but we carried it through. KI5DAY, my regular trivia answer is going to be, I think it was B, the recording studio thing where he records bands, I think. So I'll give you that one. Yeah, it was KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, well, thank you, Alan. Got your answer down for Bravo. And, you know, for what it's worth, that's why I stopped asking for traffic. Have you traffic for the BeaconNet? I stopped saying that because of you. So you might change the way your team lead speaks to you. You could have that effect on it because you've had that effect on other people. All right, well, that's it. Thank you, Alan. Thanks for the alternate trivia. As for me, I'm going to go with Alpha and Charlie because when I look at Bob Heil, this may not be right, he looks like the kind of guy that would have worked on radar detection systems. I don't know why. He had that look to him to me. So, yeah, that's why I put that one down. And Charlie, because I think that's right. But, you know, a lot of people said thought that was right. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, that's it here. All right, yeah, my weekend was pretty good. Did a bunch of yard work. I tore down my son's playground. I tore down the chicken coop. I think I mentioned that earlier last week. Disposed of all the wood last night in a giant blaze of glory. And I rented a skid steer. Ripped up a good chunk of my yard with it because I've never used a skid steer before, so that was a learning experience. I'm going to put in a gravel pad that I can turn into a little barbecue shanty, sort of half pole barn shack for smokers and grills, and a little mini outdoor kitchen. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to get that going this week. That's been my big project. I'll be doing that pretty much every day until it's done. So I'm making progress, and I like making progress, and I want to get it done. So I have a place to park my smoker that's not in the middle of the yard and in the mud and covered. So if it rains, I can still be outside, in my own little space, making deliciously smoked meat. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So we're back at the bottom of the list here. This is KE8QKO on the WWQR repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And we're ready for check-ins. So if you would like to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is Kilo Echo 2, Alpha Technical, KE2, FTG, Mike, Corporal Hudson, and Bureau President Down here West Point.
All right, KE2, FTG, Mike, we got you in there. You know, Mike, this is nothing against you. Your audio is picking fancy. I'm starting to wonder if there's an internet connection to our repeater. We've had a lot of audio issues over something digital tonight, so I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe Nick will have that looked into. KD8 SLG, I'm not sure, but yeah, it seems like Nick says EchoLink, which I guess could be the case. But anyway, we got you in there, Mike. How you doing? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
So the big thing for me is just
minutes ago. I always enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm on EchoLink. I never heard of it, so it could be my phone with the app. So I'll look into it. It's looking fast, but we'll see what's going on now. Anyway, I don't have anything else tonight. I'm going to vote Charlie, like the first guy I heard, because he didn't know the questions were either. So still it's very good tonight, and I'll do it a little earlier next time. I can be in control.
All right, thank you, Mike. A little hard to read, but we did pick out your trivia answers as Charlie and Charlie. Hopefully, maybe we'll have better luck on the next nets to have some better audio. I know we've heard you here before and had some better audio, so I don't know what's going on. But we have your answers down as Charlie and Charlie, and thank you, sir, for checking in. Anyone else would like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
KAQKO, this is KD8SLG on EchoLink. How's it sound?
All right. Nick, you sounded just fine at EchoLink there. Tell you what, though, I don't know if that was you that left it connected or not, but sounded like you didn't disconnect it. Heard some, well, it sounded like a ringtone or something in the background, too. You hanging out with Mark, by the way? Not sure. Anyway, yeah, you sounded good to me, Nick. KAQKO.
KG5MCV. Checking the N5XQK audio as well.
KC5RBG checking in.
All right, KC5MCV sounding good to me. We could probably stop with all the audio checks if we need to do that as a net control team. We can communicate that on the side. But yeah, it's coming in as well. Okay, and we have KC5, real big guns. How you doing, Shannon? How you feeling? Glad you're doing well, or hear you're doing better anyway. And what do you got for the net tonight?
Hey there, Nick and Nite, KC5RBG, and doing good here. Been a chill day today. I've spent almost all day playing on the Xbox, having a good time. Did my dishes. I was happy with that accomplishment, and didn't get very much sleep last night, but I'm going to try to change that tonight. Have a little rum and coke with a cinnamon roll, warmed up in the microwave. Has a little snack to help. And, yeah, got a doctor's appointment tomorrow with the orthopedic doctor on my shoulder. And he'll probably release me. Is my guess. But that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you had a great weekend. And I hope everyone has a wonderful start to the week. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless. 73. Back to nut control.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Good luck on your doctor's appointment. It sounds promising, I hope. And, hope you... excuse me, I had a bit of a cough there. Hope you enjoyed your Xbox playing today. I don't know, I'm curious if you were playing the Flight Simulator or not, but I know you like playing that game, or did like playing that game. If you feel anywhere nice and warm, maybe vacation-y. So, anyway, thank you, Shannon. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. And, yeah, that's it. Okay. As we'll check for more check-ins. If you would like to check in to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo, Echo, 8, Bravo, Hotel Quebec, KEHQ, Vancouver.
All right, I think, very scratchy, but I think that was KE8BHQ Ben. Oh, it looks like it was. So that Eric got as well, so I think I'm right there. All right, got you in there, Ben. Stand by. We're going to see if anyone wants to check in behind you, and if not, we'll get to you. So, anyone else want to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go up to KE8BHQ. How you doing, Ben? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I just happened to turn on the radio and heard the net was still going on, and figured I'd throw my call sign out there so I can get added to the list.
Copy that, sir. Got you added to the list. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. And we'll talk to you a little bit later. All right, anyone else want to check into the BeaconNet? So your last chance before I go up and get the trivia answers read. So if you want to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go to trivia answers. K3MBC, Mark, would you read the answer to the primary trivia question, please? Actually, before I go to Mark, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Now we go to Mark.
W8WK.
Thank you, Nick. This is K3MBC. Real quick, the question by itself is, Bob Heil, call sign W9UR, is renowned in ham radio for his high-quality microphones, but he made his first name in a very different field. What was it? And the correct answer is Bravo, pioneering live concert sound for rock bands, including The Who and the Grateful Dead. Here's the quick rundown of it. Bob Heil transformed live rock and roll sound in the late 1960s, working with The Who, the Grateful Dead, Jeff Beck, Joe Walsh, amongst others. He also created the talkbox effect, famously used by Peter Frampton. He later brought that passion for audio engineering to ham radio microphones, with Heil's sound becoming a well-respected name in the hobby. This is K3MBC. Back to you.
All right, well, thank you, Mark. Got that one wrong, but that's all right. It happens. Next, we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the answer for the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia answer. I remember watching this when Jeff Foxworthy said this. I almost died. I almost fell down because it just seems so perfect for a redneck situation, because I grew up in a small town. I grew up on a farm as a redneck till my 10th birthday, roughly, and then I ended up in a small town when my parents divorced. And I left the farm kicking and screaming. I was not happy. But anyways, but Jeff Foxworthy said once that if you climb to the top of a water tower, To defend your sister's honor, you might be a redneck. He said that, and oh man, I almost died. I started laughing my butt off, and that's one of the funniest things I've ever heard today, but he's quite the funny guy. So, yeah, if you've ever had to do that, you probably are a redneck, and you live in a small redneck town, but it's pretty funny stuff, and he's fun to listen to. That was the alternate trivia was actually C tonight. K5DAY, back to that.
All right, thank you, Alan. Got you. Got my answer right at C, so that's great, Charlie. And thanks for that. Yeah, I guess if you do have to climb your water tower to defend your sister's honor, you might be a redneck. And thanks for the alternate trivia. All right, it's almost 11:30, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more round, and one more round only, or check-ins or rechecks. If you would like to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, the BeaconNet crew, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WAW Killer repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink WAWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WAW Killer repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. And don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562, and EchoLink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use this time, 73 all. And have a wonderful Begawkin Sunday.
This is KE8QFT listening on 14739. Zero.
I hear you out there, Uncle Fred. What's up, brother? This is KJ5MCV Ryan.
W8WKY.
Oh, I just wanted to see if anyone was still out there, that's all. You know, like a few years ago when I first got into this thing, boy, this was the place to be. I mean, it was hopping all the time here. After the net, before the net, any day of the week. And, yeah, my nose is still running. Even after 2 shots of Seagrams and a beer. And, damn. It's been happening all week. I never had sinus problems before. Just, you know, I don't know. Just something to talk about. KE8QFT.
Well, Uncle Fred, I was convinced that it is the good old days right now, and I bought a Node just so I could jump on your repeater and chill with you guys. I love it so much. It's shocking to hear that it's not hopping, but here we are making racket, expanding our RF signals all over the United States. I'm over here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is a suburb to the east of Tulsa. And, yeah, bought an Allstar Node so I could come chat with you guys because it's so much fun. But, yeah, I saw that you had taken a couple of shots of Seagrams. You hadn't divulged the beer yet. But, yeah, I hope that's, well, I mean, if it doesn't help, it'll at least make you not care so much. So, sorry you're having allergy problems there, but if you're anything like us and behind, everything in the world up there in Ohio is probably doing its best to express its potential right this second. So, yeah, good luck with that. It's probably not going to get any better. Anyways, Benadryl helps ward off the sinus infections while you're sleeping. They pretty much knock you out during the day, so I don't do that. But while I'm asleep, you know, they don't bother me so bad. And they keep all that muck out of me so I don't get sinus infections and then really have to go get to the doctor. Anyways, Uncle Fred, great to hear you out there, brother. Back to you.
Yeah, Ryan, I'd like to also thank you for the extra time you're putting into this thing, as far as this repeater and the net and everything, and, yeah. One thing I don't, commit much time to it, of course, Dustin's my nephew. I see all the hours he puts in, and just Nick and, other people involved with the club, WATC, WKY repeater and Sarah Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, and I appreciate all that you guys do to keep the thing kind of hopping, on these nets. So, yeah, I can never make it in the morning, though. KE8QFT.
KE8QFT, this is KJ5MCV. I couldn't agree more. That morning show is obnoxious. I can't believe anybody does that. Well, you guys are an hour ahead of me, so I'd have to get up extra early. I get a break on Sunday nights because it's 11:40 there. It's only 10:40 here, so I've still got time to take a shower and go to bed before I get myself into trouble. But, Dustin, KD8EPC, and KD8 SLG are really an inspiration. They're fantastic. I'm a relatively new ham, and I asked myself why I didn't do this a long time ago. My dad's been a ham since long before I was even around, and he's had all of his fun with it. And when I plugged into some of the local communities, especially here in Tulsa area, and with the board and breaker net and all that stuff, and then this net as well, it's been really inspiring, man. These people around here are fantastic. We have a lot of fun together, so you're right. It's good that they're here. I'm a fan.
Okay, Eric. Thanks for coming back to me. Tonight, I'm going to have to say 73 for now, though, because I got to go get me a snack and, call it a night. Even though I don't have to work. You know what? Since I've been retired, I've always got something to do, believe it or not. It might be small stuff, but there's always something to do. And I often will wonder how I had time to ever go to work. Back to you.
Wow. I couldn't agree more. I always say I'm going to make a really good retired guy because I've got so much stuff going on out there. Boy, I don't know how I have time to go to work either, or be useful to anybody except for, my friend circle and the ham community around me. And all the fishing that I do now, gosh, I would just wear myself out doing fun stuff all the time, but I have to go do that pesky work thing. So, anyways, I'll let you go get a snack, and I assume by snack would be another shot of Seagram's. I'm not mad at you. It is all good. So, anyways, have a great evening, Uncle Fred. Be cool out there. It's great to chat with you after the net there, and hope we get to do it again. Talk to you again soon, I hope. This is KJ5MCV.
Okay, once again, thanks for coming back to me, Eric. 73 for now, and clear on your final.
That will do it, amigo. Hey, great chatting with you once again, and hope we get to do it again soon. Uncle Fred, have a great night, man. Be safe, all that fun stuff. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. Love to get a little party started, some shenanigans, post-show shenanigans. Well, that's a mouthful. Anybody out there want to chat? This is KJ5MCV. Come holler at me.